Life's a gamble, take a chance. In the twilight of fortune's dance.
Mojave Max is late. Vegas is boiling. Snoop's hosting a pool party. Rhonda and Gina are fighting. And somehow the FBI Bourbon guy becomes the most suspicious character in the episode.
Host with voices rich and cool. Share the secrets, break the rules. Martini wisdom flows like gold. Every episode a story told.
Greetings and welcome to Sin City Spin. We are your hosts. He's a special kind of thanks, if you know what I mean. To my right is Jason Slider LeDuc. To my left, he's special needs in that he needs that car to go vroom vroom. It's Christian Minta Ward. And me, I'm Special Spanx because, damn it, that shirt fit last week and I don't know what the dryer must have shrunk it. I'm Drew Basur. Welcome to the show, everybody.
You're slipping, bro, because that's not even spelled like the constricting underwear. It is spelled as in, ooh, I'm naughty, ooh. And you went with Spanx as in like, like form-fitting underwear.
Yeah, but not wearing my glasses and that X or that K looks a lot like an X.
Also, it was a very long walk to get there, but I did appreciate you put your own spin on it. So one might call it a Sin City spin.
What you missed is not 2 minutes ago. He went, take artistic liberty, have fun with it.
No, I just an opportunity to mention spanking in a sexual context, and you slipped.
I know, and it's my birthday month, man.
Oh man, you did not drink the milk today.
I did not. I haven't had zero milk today.
Because Drew never takes an opportunity to talk about spanking in a sexual context.
That's all I'm saying.
It is a pretty big miss.
I mean,
I will admit.
You've probably done it a dozen times today already. You probably didn't even think about it.
I've heard him wake himself up. Spanking.
So what you don't know out there is it starts off this big, and I try to read it without my glasses, and then I think I know what it says, and then he blows it up real big, and I'm like, I don't need that. And then I say things like Spanx instead of Spanx. And there you have it.
So, because I can read it when it's like on its normal thing, but if you put it in front of me like this, I'm going to need my glasses to read this later.
I'm opposite. Together we can read anything.
Or we can read nothing.
Yes.
I appreciate you, Drew, and what you do here.
Thanks. Feels good to be appreciated.
Yeah, I thought so.
Maybe later I'll give you a spanking.
Whatever do we have to talk about this week, gentlemen?
Maybe.
So right after we recorded last week, on May 10th, and we have talked about this in February, we don't have the tape. It's coming undone. It bothers him now. It's been like that for 2 weeks, but now we don't have a groundhog here. We don't have Punxsutawney Phil. We do not have General Beauregard. We do not, or any of the woodchucks that they have up there. What we have is Mojave Max. And Mojave Max doesn't predict. Mojave Max emerges from his burrow and spring is here. So Saturday, Saturday, Mojave Max emerged.
Yeah, he did.
Behold, spring is here.
Yeah, they usually post a bunch of kids outside it every day, and they're all like, "He's out!"
Yes,
and that's how we know it's spring in Las Vegas.
And I feel like someone needs to have a conversation with Max because he's like 105 now, and he might be slipping a little bit because it has been 100 degrees every day this week, 105 on Monday and Tuesday. And I think Max might be a season late.
Max did one of those, I overslept, and now I'm going to hit the gas and try to get it on time. It's like, sorry, it was a really cool April.
Yeah.
Triple digits in May. Yeah.
I feel like Max knows what he's doing.
Yeah. So then, maybe we're
he's 105, right?
You know better.
Whippersnapper.
You weren't here for the summer of 29.
Yeah. All right, all right.
No one tells Mojave Max when to come out of his hole.
No, I'm just suggesting maybe he slipped. Or we're in for a brutal summer.
I love that is a sentence you just said. No one tells Mojave Max when to come out of his hole.
What? No one does.
I agree with you. Brutal summer. Yeah, the electric bill is going to be unkind this summer. And even worse once you get all our data centers. Speaking of fun things in the world.
I got a fun thing.
You have a fun thing. Let's do it.
Well, gentlemen, the time has come.
Okay.
Stadium Swim is no longer the sole place to go watch sports and see girls in bikinis at the pool. in Las Vegas anymore.
What?
This weekend, the Tailgate Beach Club at Mandalay Bay opens up with a $25 admission compared to Stadium Swim's $30 for regular days.
Okay.
As opposed to non-regular days?
Well,
Well,
Saturday,
special
Sundays,
special events, it's admission is more.
Every
right?
Saturday in Las Vegas, a special event.
So
And with Mandalay Bay, like, I don't think those two properties could be farther apart.
Yeah.
I mean, they could be, but it'd be you still wouldn't still be on the strip.
Could be in Prim.
Then it would be closed.
That would be a better story for this podcast. Is that the Tailgate Beach Club is opening this weekend
In Prim.
That would be a better story. And if you get tired of looking at the girls in bikinis,
Never.
in the cabanas. And I don't think they have this at Stadium Swim. As much as I love Circa and everything you've got there, they have PlayStation 5s in the cabanas.
Ooh. So wait a minute. Time out.
Hang on.
So the idea
regroup here.
The idea is you go where it's hot, and then you bring all your shit. Your cold water. You
don't bring your shit. You're paying to get in. You buy your shit there,
and then you pay $25 to get in, right? And there's all these beautiful. I'm like, hi, would you like a drink? Oh my God, that slipped out. Mm-hmm. And then you go, you know what I should do right now? Fucking Skyrim.
Yeah.
Isn't this exactly what we did for his birthday a couple of years ago?
Minus the PS5.
Yeah.
Yes.
And no, instead we played Jenga, like giant 2x4
Giant Jenga, yes.
Giant
with,
Jenga.
with a group of nurse graduates all
right,
next door.
on a bachelorette party.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was not a PlayStation 5.
No.
Yeah, it was social.
You're talking kind of haughty there, buddy.
Haughty toddy, some might say.
The PS5 threw me. Look, I love a PS5 as much as the next guy. Believe me, I spend plenty of time on
Look,
mine.
I'm just telling you can. I'm not saying I'm gonna.
I just can't imagine at 110 degrees just being like, yeah, I want to play some GTA.
They got fan because we had the ceiling fan in the cabana. Yeah, they got the ceiling fans.
I imagine they
they
probably have misters because it's Mandalay Bay, not where we went.
No.
Electronics and misters go well.
And when you overheat, you get in the water.
Somebody, no, I was 4 hours in. Guys just walking up, turning off PlayStation.
They've got 125 feet of LED screens to watch your sports on.
Oh, that.
I'm not really sure how that compares to Circa. Circa says theirs is 135 feet, but this one looks Mandalay Bay's tailgates looks wider and narrower from the top.
Say yeah, because
and Circa's looks shorter and taller.
Stadium Swim is like 5 stories because it's the same size as the one inside.
Right.
Yeah.
And it opens May 16th. And do you know who the headliner opener is? You want to take a guess?
No.
No, you don't want to take a guess?
The marshmallow.
No.
With the head?
Nope.
No.
Still no.
Somebody with cat ears on?
Still no.
Jennifer Lopez.
No.
Bruno Mars.
No, but that's a good.
King of Las Vegas.
That is a good guess because he is the king of Las Vegas, but not the king of rock and roll.
No.
Snoop Dogg.
That tracks. That actually
Snoop
tracks.
Dogg opens it up on May 16th, and I think they actually are having a soft opening. I don't know when this is going up, but if it's not May 16th yet, check out Tailgate Beach Club.
I wonder how Snoop's presence will affect the cannabis-friendly vibe and atmosphere.
I imagine it will affect it in the same way it always does.
Because DOWG likes a green room, if you know what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
I do know what you're saying.
Yes.
I'm picking up what you're laying down, Drew.
That is fascinating. So the 17th, you said it opens.
The 16th,
the
whatever.
16th, Saturday.
What's today? The 14th, Saturday. Yeah.
Yes,
but
so-
I think there's a soft opening starting today.
Okay, because there is a fascinating thing that is happening on the 16th.
I doubt it.
Yes, that would be perfect to go to that
Dog's
venue.
going to be at Mandalay Bay.
Right. And if you're watching sports for one of like the third time in history,
Yeah.
the MMA fight is being headlined by 2 female MMA fighters, and not just 2 MMA fighters, 2 retired legend MMA fighters. So Gina Carino is going to be fighting Ronda Rousey as the title fight on the new. The whole thing's being promoted by Jake Paul, and in a very un-Jake Paul-like kind of thing, Jake Paul has said, "Oh, I'm paying them better than the people that are getting paid to fight in front of the White House in a month. So good on you,
well,
Jake Paul.
I'm sure he had to get Gina Carano and Ronda Rousey to come out of retirement.
Yes, and it was. I was reading up on all of this. So just a quick purview through the stats on this one. So
tail the tape.
Yeah, Gina's 44. Ronda is 39. Gina is 5'8". Ronda's 5'7". 145 versus 135. Her reach is Gina's reach is 66.5 versus Ronda's got 66. Gina is 7-1-0.
You couldn't have just said 69, could you?
I know. She's a Muay Thai fighter, and Ronda is 12-2-2 with 9 of her victories taking less than a minute.
Yeah,
she's a
when she came on the UFC. She's still an exciting fighter. I'm sure.
Oh, no doubt.
I'm watching that.
So, and Gina was the first woman ever.
Are you watching
her
it?
and Chris
Are you
Cyborg.
watching it at tailgate with Snoop Dogg and a PlayStation?
If I walk up with a big enough doobie, I go, Snoop!
Yeah. So she was the first woman to headline a major MMA card. And in 2007, she was the first woman in a sanctioned Nevada MMA fight here. Now, Ronda Rousey, again, 2016 was her last fight. 9 victories, less than a minute. She has a bronze medal from the Olympics, and she's a judo fighter. So this is all very interesting. Ronda is the overwhelming favorite.
Yes.
Well, what do the predictions markets say? What
80 to 20%, I think.
I'm seeing negative. I'm seeing you got to bet $10 to win 6 on Rousey, and it's plus 425 for Carano.
Okay.
What I found I didn't know about this that is particularly interesting is the reason this fight is happening is because Ronda Rousey, especially with her last 2 fights, they did not end well. And she struggled with that very, very much. And she walked away and she had a real hard time, both with her public persona. And she watched what was her hero, Gina Carano, in doing all this stuff that she had to deal with Mandalorian. And she's watching her, she's watching these interviews, and she's like, I know what she's going through right now, and that's not cool. And reached out, and the two of them came up with this idea. And Jake Paul and his whole MVP Productions, most productions put the whole thing together. So, and both of them, uncharacteristically, because they Rousey especially loved to talk a lot of trash back in the day. And she even admits that was her kind of masking a lot of injuries that she had. And she's been dealt with some traumatic brain injury and stuff that goes all the way back to her judo career. And so now they are both coming at this kind of healthier, and they're both like, oh, I'm going to come at this with everything I have. But if I lose, I'm glad I'm losing to that person. Yeah. So this is probably
and the money doesn't hurt.
No, the money does not hurt, and good on across the board. But this is where I'm throwing it out. This is where our connection goes, because we've all got a little bit of nerd in us.
Yep. Are you ready to? He's going to throw it down. Are you ready? Are you ready to pick it up?
I'm ready to pick it up.
Are you banking on the expendable, which was Luna, or Kara from The Mandalorian? Because that's what it comes down to. They were both in Fast and Furious movies. But only one was in The Mandalorian and the other one was in Expendables.
I didn't see Expendables.
Expendables 3.
I still didn't see it.
Yeah.
I did see The Mandalorian.
I've been a big Rhonda fan since she burst onto the stage. I like Gina in The Mandalorian. I was very disappointed when she got fired. I was disappointed why she got fired.
Well, they were dragging her to make a social statement that she didn't want to make, and she fought it for as long as she could. When they finally cornered her and made her talk about something she didn't want to talk about, and then they just, oh, you're abhorrent. I'm kind of like, I disagree with her, but she was not trying to be an asshole about it. She was trying to just let me do my job, and I'm down with just let me do my job. I don't want to take a public stance on this. I just want to be. I just want to be an actor.
I just want to be in Star Wars.
I just want to be in Star Wars.
Has a position on Israel.
Yes, so yeah.
Oh, you don't have a position on Israel?
I have a position on Israel.
Oh, okay. But the point being is, she like, we all got a right to free speech. Yeah, we also all have a right to not have a free speech, and they were just leaning into her too hard. And it was bullshit that she got fired.
It was bullshit she got fired. She won the lawsuit.
Yes.
I didn't watch her fight as much because to me, no one was fighting like Rhonda when Rhonda came onto the scene. But you've got folks now that are doing it. You've got Mackenzie Dern.
But Rhonda will tell you.
You've got ladies now that grew up ready to fight.
And Ronda will tell you that
amazing.
the only reason she got into it is because she watched Gina fight.
Yeah.
Because she didn't know what to do after the Olympics because, you know, there wasn't a lot of jobs for
Judo master.
yeah, exactly. You know, Olympic level judo. And so she got into the whole thing. And I think it's interesting also is Ronda's a grappler.
Yeah.
So she's going to pull you in, pull you down, and try and choke you out. And you know, and usually it's the opposite. Your heavier, stronger ones are the ones that like to grapple, and then your strikers are, you know, your faster skin. And this is a flip the script on that because
No, I think Gina's going to do great. She's going to kick. She's going to punch.
She is pretty jacked and strong.
She is,
God,
and you know, we all, well, I don't know about all, but you know, I vividly remember because I bet so much money when Holly Holm just kicked the ever-loving snot out of Ronda.
I remember that.
I was like, I was there live, and I was just like, oh, I lost so much money.
So yeah, it's just you know, I'm not a fight person per se, but I do like both of them. And I kind of came in this backwards because I want to say it may have been Fast and Furious or one of the other movies where I saw Gina. You know, actually, hell, it may have been Haywire, and then I had to like, oh, wait, who is this person? She is awesome and beats the crap out of people, and then, you know, back researched all the way into it. So yeah, this is just, I love that two pioneers are coming up doing this. They're getting properly paid.
Well, and
they're coming into it with no hate.
That's the part I actually want to talk about is Netflix dipping its toe. Like, okay, UFC was MMA. You couldn't fight MMA. I mean, and now there's, you know, PFL and there's some other leagues.
Yeah, exactly.
And certainly the sport has grown, and you expect there to be other. But UFC's always just kind of had the best of the best, the cream of the crop. You come up through the other leagues to get to the UFC.
Yes.
Right? And now, for the first time, someone with some real money and you can say, well, we can host MMA fights too.
And UFC was
$7 billion deal. You know, I kind of see the fighter's point of view.
So this is not a UFC fight.
No. This is Netflix MVP.
Gotcha.
But UFC has been known for not respecting the females as much as the male fighters.
Yeah.
In UFC?
No misogynism. And Jake Paul, for as much of a tool as he is, Jake Paul's like, nah, man, let's get paid, ladies. Woohoo! We all gonna get rich.
I mean, I'm sure we all remember the days when you couldn't even do a UFC fight in this country, and people were just passing like bootleg VHS tapes back and forth.
That is that. Yeah. If you remember having to watch, you know, the MMA stuff on bootleg VHS, put a comment down there because there was even a Friends episode about that one when John Faribault wanted to be the ultimate fighting champion.
I do remember that.
Yeah. Certainly, UFC has done a tremendous amount for fighters, and I don't want to take anything away from Dana White and that whole crew that has raised so many people up and given them so many opportunities. At the same time, I can kind of see where someone like Ronda, and Gina, who have careers outside of UFC, who are more than just fighters, demand more for their time, effort, and injury.
You know,
and I think that's what we're seeing. And, you know, I think you're going to see folks like maybe Conor McGregor be able to do that. The big names will be able to, I mean, Mike Tyson, will be able to go find big paydays for fighting, not necessarily in a league, not necessarily for contention for a belt, not necessarily for rankings and all of that. And fight of the, you know, and to be fair to the UFC, they've come out a lot better and said, you know, you get finish bonuses, you get submission of the night, fight of the night, knockout of the night.
What's Slider's favorite phrase about the free market?
Free market always wins.
Yes.
Exactly.
The free market is undefeated.
So they are having to now compete in a free market. And they're having to treat their fighters better.
When do we get to see Mike Tyson fight a big robot?
And look, if they go out there
during the water wars,
because my money's on Mike Tyson
every time.
If they go out there and they lean on each other, it's going to be a bad deal for everybody. If they go out there and knock the ever-loving snot out of each other, and there's submissions and there's blood, then
I think it's
bonuses.
It is going to be an excellent fight.
Because I don't know much about UFC in general. I don't know anything about the two of them and their fighting styles. I do know they are both fierce competitors.
Yes.
I do know they both understand there's a show to be put on here as well.
Yes. And they,
so I am willing to
Ronda's
bet
been
that
with
these
the WWE, so she totally understands it.
Yeah.
And Gina's been.
I'm willing to bet these two ladies understand the assignment.
Blood is demanded. Blood will be had.
But you know, they understand the assignment. There's also, I think, a lot of great mutual respect. So there's not going to be kind of this, you know, nonsensical, just trying to hurt the other opponent. I think they're going to try and do their technical best, and and keep emotion out of it, because that's how you do that.
If it's 2 rounds of good times and some elbows and kicks and some Muay Thai, and then all of a sudden somebody gets flipped in the middle of the cage, and
because I don't think either one of them has gone longer than 3 rounds of anything, because they either end it or get ended.
I mean, it's going to end with Gina in an armbar, I think. I hope she's okay.
What's the Drew? What's the over under? How many minutes do you think it is before the crowd starts chanting "kiss, kiss, kiss, kiss"? Kiss.
Yeah.
It'll sound a lot like Rhonda, Gina, kiss, 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 kiss.
And then,
How many minutes?
And then the 2 of them get angry and beat the crap out of the entire audience one at a time.
That's not the question.
It will happen 6 1/2 minutes in, and here's why. First 5 minutes is all adrenaline. And then you break, and then the second round, there's a lot of lean.
That's where there's a lot of lean in. That's where a lot of.
Oh, they're in the clinch again. Oh, speaking of the clinch, how about they kiss? 6.5 minutes.
6.5 minutes, folks. You heard it here.
6 minutes, 90 seconds.
Take me up on Poly Market. I'm there.
Because you know there's going to be a bunch of jerks in that arena who are going to start going kiss, 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 kiss.
I don't know about in the arena, because I can't imagine those tickets are cheap. There'll be a bunch of people at Mandalay Bay that are stoned.
I'm sorry. You seem to think there aren't douchebags out there with money to buy UFC tickets.
Yeah,
you're familiar with Silicon Valley.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
It's live on Netflix, man. Anything can happen. And I'm excited for Netflix. I mean, as a viewer, as an investor, I as somebody that just enjoys their content a lot.
So we're watching this Saturday at your house.
Fucking come on in.
All right.
I'm watching it.
Yeah, fair.
Okay, cool.
No notes. No notes. Kiss, 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 kiss.
You know who I want to talk about? Cash. Nailed the segue.
Johnny Cash, the man in black.
Nailed the segue. No, I'm talking about the man in Italy in the locker room waiting.
No, so not Ring of Fire Cash.
Not Ring of Fire.
Not the good.
On fire.
Not the good Cash. Yeah.
Let's talk about Cash Patel.
What do you want to talk about?
What a gift
with Cash Patel?
What a gift! What a gift!
You sound like his mom.
Mama Patel just in there going, oh. I'm gonna name him Cash. That way, I'm always surrounded by loads of cash.
Gross.
I'm trying to remember what's the name of the actor that keeps doing him on SNL.
Aziz Ansari.
Yeah. Aziz is probably thanking God for him every day.
He's like, he looks like me. And does so many.
Lauren, put me in.
Right. I'll do it cheap.
Oh, no, you just make the call. Lauren, you know it. I know it. There's no one else. There's no one else.
Like, Cash Patel did what? Aziz.
I did see a comment.
It's not racist.
I saw a comment on YouTube. It was like, "This is the most ridiculous skit ever. Why are they getting Cash Patel to play Cash Patel?"
The cold open. If you haven't seen it.
I mean, we haven't even gotten into what's really going on, but I'd give him a ton of credit if he did that.
Oh, right.
Like when Janet Reno showed up on SNL.
For Janet Reno's dance party.
Yes.
I watched all of those again a couple weeks ago. They are still awesome. Still hold up. That and Celebrity Jeopardy still holds up.
Just in case you out there are not familiar with some of the antics, let me refresh you. In the last 3 months.
Antic the first.
Cash Patel, our director of the FBI, has had the FBI give rides to his girlfriend like Uber. This is the same.
Not car rides.
This is the same girlfriend.
Not car rides.
No, car rides too.
Plane rides.
Yes.
Oh, never mind. I thought we were going back to the spanking.
Like, make sure she gets home okay.
Yeah. And by home I mean Nashville from New York.
Do you know what I love? I love this.
Well, because during the correspondence dinner, shooting, another man was holding. They made it up.
His girlfriend was taken by the Secret Service and held in a closet while he was swept away by the Secret Service. That he, as the FBI director, gets to look at people and go, Agent Johnson, I'm going to need you to take my girlfriend home. Agent Smith, I'm gonna need you back.
No problem, boss. We got this.
He partied with the Olympians in Italy.
Uninvited, I might add.
We're just gonna let the obvious plot of a porno go by and go on to the Olympics.
And yeah, by the way, Pornhub, little disappointed that we haven't seen that variation. When
you're still gonna pay for that one probably. It's probably won't be on
I should
Pornhub
at
for a
least see
while.
it advertised because, like, when Sarah Palin was even nominated, they already started making the pornos on this
It
one.
was
Yeah,
Palin.
seriously, why is it Mia Khalifa playing Cash's girlfriend? And you just need two randos to be the FBI agents escorting her home.
Do you take cash? So
the Olympics.
This is why I've been loving this guy, right? He gets accused of drinking on the job. He says, "Go fuck yourself."
Why is that a problem?
I'll make my own burger. Right?
No one was like, don't drink on the job. The question was, are you drinking on the job? And he was like, fuck you for asking me.
Right.
Instead of like,
He's got that pit bull energy. Him and Pete Hegseth both. They're like, "Are you drinking on the job?" They're like, "You can go fuck yourself, Senator." What about that time? You stuck a finger in a dog's ass? What? Yeah, 1993. Look it up, motherfucker. I mean,
it's on the internet.
They're so combative, and that's when I decided. Now I like Kash Patel because there he was. A senator looked at him and said, "We hear you have trouble drinking on the job." And now this is a guy, mind you,
And he's like, no trouble at all, Senator.
Why are we not the director of the FBI? Because we would have absolutely nailed that answer. Like, oh, there's no problem with it at all. I'm good. I'm pretty good at it. It's not like I'm driving,
It's
bro.
one of my skills.
Your mom has trouble drinking on the job.
Does she take cash? Yes, and that's about how it went down. This guy was like, "Well, we think you're drinking too much on the job." He's like, "No, I will not have my reputation tarnished." And the guy's like, "Well, you take an audit check, which is the alcohol use dependency test, right?"
Ah, okay.
And Cash was like, "I'll take you take the test. You drink on the job." And then he was like, "I saw a picture of you slinging margaritas with a deported immigrant." I mean, it was just, you think I drink, you drink. You think I suck, you suck.
You know, the last person...
I'm in for it.
The last person that had that Senate hearing... Actually, the last two people that have had those kind of Senate hearings have ended up fired.
Well, that's... Oh, and the one that Kash Patel fucked up his logins?
Because Christie, and then also...
Pam Ocio.
Pam.
So Cash thought the firings were coming. He couldn't log into his computer one day. Went on the whole FBI, told everybody he was fired. Turns out he fucked up his credentials. That's Kash Patel energy.
Wait, where was his CAC card?
Do you take CAC?
So you're probably going to get one of those special bottles of Woodford Reserve, yeah.
That's what I was saying. So Saturday Night Live did that cold open intro.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Aziz Ari was like, "This is real." Kash Patel made his own bourbon. I'm like,
Yeah.
And I had to look it up. Holy crap,
that is
yeah.
big dick energy.
This is how I came into this story like a week ago. It's like Kash Patel has his own bourbon. It's like, oh, that's interesting. Like he has a bourbon, like he has a
brand?
distillery, like a brand.
Like he invested in one, yeah.
No, he just gives them out as gifts to people.
You want my bourbon? You want my personal bourbon? You want my personal bourbon?
You remember when you and Caesar were all getting the personalized?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was like,
cool.
oh, this, so
Yeah,
far.
but I feel like there's a big difference
I don't
between me
see a
going
problem.
to Jameson and Jack Daniels and going, "I'd like a barrel that says this. I'd like to pay extra because it comes out of this certain cask."
Yeah.
And then going, "I'm Kash Patel. I got my own brand, bitches."
True, yeah.
KP.
Do you take cash?
Yes, I love that so much.
You do now.
So
Leave the cash on the dresser.
I went from betting for him losing his job to betting against him losing his job.
Don't hand the cash directly to me.
He was at 87%.
Okay, I think I'm done now.
He was at 87% to get fired, and I was like, no. I'm buying the no option.
How long is the no option good for?
It's for the calendar year.
All right.
Oh,
Well, I
Okay.
mean, I can sell anytime.
Yeah.
No, that's a good question because right now we're on May 14th.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of days left in the calendar year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you called it Malarkey or whatever his name is, FDA guy. He got canned now.
I called them all.
Yeah. You
The only one I
really should look into some predictions.
the only one I didn't call correctly was I thought the Secretary of Defense would be gone by Labor Day last year.
You did.
Yeah,
I did.
no,
call-
I did not. I have not
will come
expected.
clean. I will come clean and remind everyone of that one because I do remember that.
You know, and it was. I remember also, and this has nothing to do with that, but just that you had talked about because. Came through. Oh, this is crap. We're a bunch of weaklings, and it's not even like the good kind
No
of
fatties,
game.
no beardos.
Yeah, no fatties, no beardos.
beardos.
We're going back to a warrior culture. And your phrase was, let's look at the scoreboard because the fatties and the beardos have been kicking ass now for the last,
if we're counting deployments,
40 years or so. And we got rid of all the fatties and the beardos. And what's our record right now? I don't think it's that good. So
I think that's a tough thing to do, and we're not exactly letting loose the hound.
that's a whole other episode.
Right.
That's a whole special episode.
I think fatties, beardos, non-fatties, non-beard, like we could fucking take it. If it was like, let's go, but it's more like I can't hit you there, and I can't do that.
I'm not touching you. 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 Oh, it did.
I love that Trump calls them love taps. He's like, oh, right, got a little crazy. You gotta give him some love taps. At the love tap, baby. So lean it in, man. And this is why I don't think
big cash energy. Okay.
Cash on delivery. I had one more.
I figured you did.
Gets accused of drinking, leans in with his own bourbon. You tell a story about him in a newspaper, he sues the fucking newspaper.
Doesn't win, but he sues.
Now, just today, because his emails got hacked. Remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Hacked as well.
Okay, I did not know that one.
But a new email floated up, and it turns out when he took the FBI's private jet, not the fuck plane, different one,
Right.
to Hawaii to go to a criminal justice conference, he happened to tack 2 extra days on and then had a private VIP snorkel session at the USS Arizona, a U.S. military cemetery. U.S. military cemetery.
Yeah, hollowed ground.
Hollow ground. Now, I will say that the people that run the USS Arizona, it used to be like really like, hey, this is kind of a big deal. And now they're like, I mean, if you're kind of rich and famous, you can swim in it. Kind of like Bruno Mars, the king of Las Vegas, can ride jet skis in the Bellagio fountains, but we can't.
I feel like Bruno.
That's not a reflection on us. It's just a reflection on we don't have the money.
Yeah, no, but here's and I'm so no, and this is where
got the cash.
and I'm like Bruno Mars riding a jet ski in the Bellagio fountain. Yes, that's kind of a bit of a humble brag and display of his wealth and influence. But he's a talented musician and he's been very good. He goes all the way back to the Las Vegas Weekend Honeymoon in Vegas movie it was 3,000 Miles to Graceland, appearance. So Bruno Mars, all that kind of stuff. And he's not really just, sort of pissing on the graves of people that defended freedom. But that's just my opinion. I feel like jet ski, USS Arizona, slightly different levels of influence.
Your mom's a different level of influence.
He only had to pee because the bourbon runs through him.
Who wants to get in the booth and play cash grab?
Yes.
You had 2 more. That was a good one. That was a good one.
So yeah, that's my guy now. I'm totally a fan.
Are you gonna join the FBI? Because I hear they're offering signing bonuses.
I don't think I'd pass the polygraph.
I think you would, because
I'm-
you've got to answer it with that big cash energy.
Also, I'm not sure they're doing those anymore.
we have a few questions just to set the baseline. Would you say your name? Say your name. My name is your fucking mom. That's what the fuck my name is.
Okay, we've got a baseline.
My name's not Sleepy Joe, motherfuckers. Hired.
So send your cards and letters and, bourbon to Drew, care of Sin City Spend.
You know what? Everybody out there, I want you to look at your job and say, what opportunities can I make just for me?
And with my girlfriend for the guys working for me.
And then do them. And when anyone asks, hey, do you think that was appropriate? You just look him straight in the eye and you go, your mom's appropriate. Cash.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us. If you want to disagree or agree, if you want to correct our math, or you just need to find out where the good tacos are, you can drop us a line at sincityspin.podcast@gmail.com. You can text us at 702-721-7328. We're on Facebook, Insta, Reddit, and the thing formerly known as Twitter. That is all we have. Stay safe and hopefully luck will be your lady. But if you wind up broke, well, I hope you have a swinging time.
Hot shit.
Well, hot shit. You think I'm not bringing that back to you later today? You're right. Well, hot shit.